This is a 6'4" man, right?
Well, a trans woman.
A male.
Okay, this is what she would claim. And she does go through life as a woman, correct? Like
a woman with male parts.
Riley Gaines and Bill Maher absolutely rip into the ridiculousness of letting biological men compete in women's sports. And yeah, it gets brutal. They call it like it is. This is not just a debate. It's common sense versus delusion. Riley Gaines, who's been on the front lines of this fight, doesn't hold back. And Bill Maher, even he, a guy known for his left-leaning takes, shreds the woke nonsense in a way that's honestly refreshing. This is what happens when reality smacks ideology in the face. Let's get into what Bill Maher and Riley Gaines have to say.
Yeah, right. I know. I'm just trying to paint the portrait.
Okay, wait. I'll be frank here. I don't use she, her pronouns when referring to Thomas, and I call it a male. I think even using the term trans woman is giving Thomas some of our language as women. And I think...
Yeah, see, this is exactly why Riley Gaines is leading the charge on this. She's not sugarcoating it. She's not playing along with the fantasy. She's telling the truth. If you're born male, you don't suddenly become female just because you say so. That's not discrimination. That's just basic reality. And Bill Maher even backs her up here, saying it's a different category. I mean, thank you. This isn't some minor difference. It's a whole different biological reality. So, I mean, yeah, you can dress it up however you want, but at the end of the day, facts don't care about your feelings.
Trans woman is a subset of male. I do not believe trans women are women, and so I'm saying that up front on the record.
No, I'm basically on that page. I think, of course, a trans is a true phenomenon. There are some people who are, and I'm sure this is the wrong phrasing, but people know what I mean, born in the wrong body.
Right.
You know, they really do feel and want to be the sex they were not born. I get that, and those people should be protected and respected. That is my position as a one-issue candidate running for governor. No, protected and respected. But I also agree with you that it is a different category. It is not the same thing as women, and you hear women all the time, and not just conservative women, who say, I am being erased.
I don't know about you guys, but this part hit hard. Riley Gaines is out here fighting for actual women while the woke crowd just brushes them aside. And Bill Maher, even he sees what's happening. Women are being erased. Like, it's not just conservatives saying this anymore. Regular people are sick and tired of watching biological men take over women's spaces. I mean, come on. If women don't even get to have their own category anymore, what's next? It's insane how we even have to argue about this.
Right.
And what I do and the way I have walked through life is different enough. There's difference in degree and difference in kind. This is a very important thing in epistemology. Difference in degree, difference in kind. When something becomes a difference in kind, we're in a different category. This is a difference in kind. It's not just degree. So protected, respected, and respected by, I don't know how we would do that language-wise, but I don't have any problem with either ones, because look, the point of language is so we know what we're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
There we go.
When you
That's
say
a good point.
he, and I know what a wokester who was sitting here would say if they, oh my God, the pronouns are fine. You call it, identify as a cat and shit in the litter box. Do whatever you want, whatever blows your dress up or your dick up.
Whichever. Or if you have both, both.
But, I forget what the original question was, but I think it's describe that cock.
I was trying to run away from this question. Okay, 6'4" male. Use your imagination.
That does not mean a big cock. Cock size is not ever usually. I know from women who.
Are you about to?
No, I know, but I know girls who have dated like 7-footers.
Right.
And the 7-footer sometimes has a very small penis. Just because this person is 6'4" doesn't mean they've got a great big Johnson.
Well.
But what was it big?
That was a situation I tried to refrain from looking at entirely. Naturally, we all did.
You can't unsee it. You saw it.
We can unsee it. Being in that space with a male, it's like a bad car wreck.
Yeah. See, this is the part that's straight up disturbing. Riley Gaines and the other female athletes didn't sign up for this. They were forced to share a locker room with a biological male. And what's the response from the woke crowd? Just deal with it. Are you kidding me? Imagine being in that situation, just trying to compete, and now you're stuck in a space where your privacy and comfort mean nothing because of some delusional ideology. And Bill Maher is totally on point here, too. This isn't about inclusion. It's about forcing women to accept something that makes them uncomfortable. That's not progress. That's just bullying.
Right.
Now, what space was this? You were in
Our locker room.
the locker room.
Yeah.
Where the locker room? Where were you?
We were at Georgia Tech. This
Georgia
was
Tech.
our national championships, which is of course the meet.
Is that your
You
home
work-
turf, Georgia?
Not my home turf.
Oh,
I'm from Tennessee, but went to University of Kentucky. Send your kids to the SEC. That's my plug.
but Georgia's cool.
Georgia's cool.
Atlanta's very cool.
Atlanta is interesting as well.
What you got against Atlanta? Oh, come on, really? What's going on in Atlanta that you don't like?
Man, the traffic, first
Oh,
of
the
all.
traffic. Well,
It's-
we live in LA here, so you don't even
Yeah,
try
that's
to
very true.
feel bad
Being,
about it.
yeah, no, I drove up from Orange County.
Traffic means the city's doing well.
Yeah, but it also means it takes you an hour to go 2
Yeah.
miles.
If that's the worst thing that you have to face, you're living a charmed life.
Well, it takes up, if you spend, let's say on average, 3 hours in the car every day driving to and from work for a total of 10 miles, 3 hours out of 24 is 1/8, and that's 1/8 of your life.
God, it's the ATL. You're so spoiled. It's the home of, I don't know, Jimmy Carter. Do you know who Jimmy
else?
Carter is? You're so young.
I think
Do you
I'm
know
too
he was
young for that. You're aging yourself. I'm just kidding. I know who
You're
Jimmy Carter
supposed
is.
to. You do.
I do know
You're
who Jimmy
supposed to
Carter
know who
is.
the.
So yeah, Riley Gaines and Bill Maher absolutely demolished this nonsense. And honestly, it's about time. Yeah, women's sports are under attack, and if more people don't start speaking up like Riley Gaines, it's only going to get worse. What Bill Maher, who isn't exactly known for being conservative, is even saying enough is enough. That tells you everything. Reality is not optional, and pretending like it is, well, that's how you end up with men dominating women's sports, women's spaces, and even women's rights. It's time to wake up.